The fountain pen takes fountain pen ink, and I'm using Koh-I-Noor. It's made in the Czech Republic. Fountain pen ink. That's Koh-I-Noor. I'll put a link in the description. You can see right there. This is the Hartmut ink. The stuff is excellent, but it's much different than the ink you're going to use with your red sable brush. And for that, I use Speedball Super Black India ink. So you use your India ink for your brush, and your fountain pen, you're going to use fountain pen ink. You do not want to put India ink in your fountain pen. And I've learned the hard way. It gums up the works. This stuff is more viscous than the fountain pen ink. Russian red sable. Check it out. You can pick these up. Try to get them used from family or friends because they're expensive. But I really like the effects you get with the brush. And you can see here, I've done this drawing right here, all with brush, except I sketched it with a number 2 pencil, Dixon Ticonderoga pencil, and then using a wash technique here in the background, and then more solid black. You know, you're really kind of watercolor painting with the India ink. And here's another example of that same kind of technique using the brush almost exclusively, although I am using the nib pen, this pen right here, the Jinhao 159, really good, affordable nib pen. Actually, quite a bit of cross-hatching here too with the Jinhao I can see, but also a lot of wash with the brush. So it's really a combination here. This one was done exclusively using a brush wash technique. So you can really see kind of that painterly effect. Now I'm going to send a shout out to Tom Richmond's blog. I'm going to put a link to his blog in the description. Tom Richmond, Mad Magazine artist, has a great 2-part blog post about inking. Now I want to mention another tool that is at your disposal are these pen brushes, these felt pen brushes. And that's how I did this right here, this drawing, this little boat scene, which turned out pretty well. But, and I also actually did some trees here using a mixture of, that's pen brush, and then you can see the brush beside it. And this one here is nib pen on the outline and brush on the tree. So you can see there's the brush pen. This is just brush, and then this is, you know, a range of the brush with a wash. But you can just see how much more depth you get with the brush. Genvana right there, you can see, you can pick these up on eBay. Much like the Jinhao, is very cheap. And, you know, the nice thing is that they come down to a nice point, so you get that variety. But you're really not going to get the tones and the textures of a brush, of the red sable brush. You're just not with these. So they're more expeditious. You don't have to pull out your ink. But, I mean, I'm just more convinced that learning how to use the brush and all the techniques, you know, changing up the tone, the thickness of your line, you know, going thin and then thick even in the same line is great practice, as well as using cross-hatching and stuff. Now, cross-hatching is also really good with the nib pen, as is lettering. But I'm really into developing my brush skills lately. Let me know what you guys think. Post your comments below. Another thing, when you're working with ink, make sure you get a nice 98-pound, 100-pound mixed media paper or Bristol board if you can afford it, but it's expensive on a daily basis. Just get yourself some good mixed media. I really like this Canson brand, and it works out really well, and you can pick this up really cheap, and it's a very, very high quality finish.